Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Chemical Guys Detail Garage. So now it's Hummer Part 2. If you have not watched our previous video, I recommend checking it out. It's gonna be in the link down below. Today, the owner walked in and he said, you know what guys, the wrap has been through it. It's been 4 years, it's neglected. It's not coming back how I once had it. Let's rip it off. We did not know how exactly the paint was going to be, whether it's going to be in pristine condition or very neglected. The wrap was tedious to remove. We had 5 people helping us out. We had AJ on the roof. We had our cameraman Jason helping out. We had Franco. We had Paul, and we had myself. So that's 5 people. The wrap was tedious to remove because in certain areas we had to use a steamer to steam down the surface, apply a little bit of heat, then pull it off. Because if we did not do that, in small portions we would be removing the wrap. But using this method, it helped us remove the wrap completely, safely and easily as possible without peeling the paint or damaging it. And then we had AJ. AJ was on top of the roof. Shout out to you, man. He did not dent the roof, so don't comment down below saying he dented the roof. He was up there removing racks, removing bolts while removing the wrap. So now it's time to show you how the wrap left the paint. So now that the wrap was off, we inspected the paint. We noticed the paint was untouched, it's beautiful, but one thing we did come across was glue residue left all over the paint, which was making it look dull. And like I said, scratches and swirls are a common factor whenever removing the wrap because you're pulling on tension, the glue can cause scratches or swirls all over the paint, or even these scratches and swirls have been there ever since this was wrapped, who knows. I started off by waterless washing it using EcoSmart waterless wash. You guys might say, why did I waterless wash it? I did not feel like pulling it back out. I just wanted something quick. This is for anybody that lives in an apartment, does not have access to a water hose. Just spray EcoSmart onto the surface and wipe in one direction. EcoSmart waterless wash has a carnauba base and clay system. So whenever you're gliding your microfiber towel over the surface, it does not scratch. Now we're moving on to clay. So clay is a big key, a must do after removing any wrap because you want to remove any contamination or debris that may have been embedded or sitting under the wrap for these 4 years. If you do not clay off the surface, you have contamination damaging the paint, making the paint look dull and clogging up the pores, which will not reveal high shine. The contamination was not so heavy, so I did not go with a black heavy duty clay bar. I wanted to stay in something light medium, so I chose to go with the medium duty yellow clay bar. I also used it with clay lubricant. So clay lubricant is going to be a synthetic lubricant that's going to help glide the clay bar all over the surface without causing clay marring. What is clay marring? Clay marring tends to happen whenever you're claying and you go over a dry spot and clay hits the dry spot, then it causes clay marring. And then whenever it comes into contact with direct sunlight, you start seeing the haze from where the clay passed. So whenever you're claying, we recommend using clay lubricant. You'll spray clay lubricant onto the surface. The clay lubricant is going to help glide the clay bar all over the surface without scratching it. After you come across heavy contamination, you'll flip over your clay bar, you'll inspect it. If you start seeing some grime all over it, it's time to knead it. Turn it around, flip it to a new side, and continue. If you do not get a clean side, we recommend throwing off that portion of the clay, getting a new piece, and moving on. As soon as you finish clay barring, make sure to wipe off the clay lubricant because you do not want to have any residue drips all over the paint because you already washed it. Just how I wash with EcoSmart waterless wash, I do not want to work double. I do not want to let it dry up on me. So now after clay barring, it's time to move on to polishing. I was using the Torque 22D. The Torque 22D has a 21mm throw that's going to help me cover large areas such as the hood. Like, I mean, the hood is huge. Can we get a fun fact, like how big this hood is? Throw it in here somewhere. But this hood is ginormous. So I had to use a 21mm throw Torque 22D. I started off with a yellow heavy duty cutting pad. The reason why is because the hood honestly had the most damage to it. The paint was not shining. It had a lot of glue residue and I needed to remove the scratches and swirls safely and easily as possible. So I started off using V36. I did it with a test spot. upper right hand corner of the hood, and the results were amazing. So I started continuing around the whole entire hood. After that, I noticed that on the side panels, such as the doors, the B-pillars, there has little bolts all over it. So I toned it down and I jumped down to a 15DA. So a 15DA has a 15mm throw that's going to help me diminish any scratches and swirls that are sitting on the surface all around the tight areas. And even if you want to get even more intricate details, you can pick up like a Torque X or Torque 10FX that can be adjusted to a 3-inch bagging plate to get to those hard to reach areas. But this Hummer H1 did not have very intricate details, so the Torque 15DA and the Torque 22D were a perfect combo. And finally, we have to give it the last touches, a tire trim gel. So tire trim gel can be applied on vinyl, rubber, and plastic. So in the front, we had a little front grill, and we needed to restore it because it kept on going back to gray, ashy, and it was disgusting, honestly. So I started off by cleaning it off with nonsense, very deeply cleaned it. After that, I had to protect it using tire trim gel. So keep in mind, the owner likes going off-roading, likes encountering dirt, grime, debris, salt. He lives in Big Bear, so he puts it through it all, and we had to protect it. So whenever he comes into encounter with water or mud, the tire trim gel is going to keep it protected from it turning gray over time. So that's how we treat it with tire trim gel. So guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let us know what type of future videos you want to see, and check out this amazing shine. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey Henry, we're going mudding with this Hummer. You want to come?
No. No, no, you guys, this cannot leave the garage.
We're going mudding with
No, 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 no. They're trying to go mudding. That's not allowed. If they do, that's it.